So much for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate your time and your energy and just true presence being here. And today I have something really exciting for you. I wanted to get in here and help you understand about the Feng Shui myths regarding your love life and relationships. You see, in Feng Shui, number one is people always want to make more money or figure out how Feng Shui can help them bring more prosperity and abundance in their life. And then number two is they want to improve their existing relationship, or they want to attract and find the partner that's perfect for them. And tonight what we're going to talk about is a couple of different options and opportunities for you to understand what are these myths that you read about or maybe you've heard about, and then what are the trinkets that people say that you should buy for some type of Feng Shui remedy. And then what can you do at the end of the day to truly attract the partner or the love that you truly want, so that it's a partnership physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. And as you come in here, feel free to let me know where you're checking in from, where in the world, and what you're looking to do. If you're looking to attract love or find a partner that's perfect for you, or maybe you're in an existing relationship and you're looking to deepen that connection, let me know which side of the fence you're on and what you're looking to achieve or attract. So let's get started. One of the top things that people comment about is removing half of their closet. And here's what I mean. When you start to do some research and you start to read articles about Feng Shui, they say, hey, if you have a closet, remove half of your closet and keep it empty, so that you can attract the partner that's perfect for you, and then they can put their items there. Now, that might sound nice, but the reality is I don't know too many people that have excess closet space that they can just remove half of their closet and keep it empty. So what I want you to think about is, when we start to talk about these myths and these tips that people share, is it making common sense? Or is it supporting what you really want? And instead of supporting what you want, every single time that you open your closet door and you see half of it empty, what's going to happen? You're going to be frustrated. You're going to feel embarrassed. You're going to feel afraid. You're going to have fear. You're going to have self-doubt. And your brain goes into what ifs. What if I don't find them? What if all of a sudden I'm just going to be that person that has all the cats or all the dogs, but no people? All of these different kinds of things. And so a lot of times when people are suggesting remedies and cures, they've read it from somewhere else, and then it got regurgitated, and then they make it their own, because all of a sudden people are like, oh, that makes complete sense to me. Of course I'll clear out half of my closet and clear that out. Well, I have a different approach. For me, I approach it from common sense. And for the last 14 years as a Feng Shui expert and consultant, I've always approached things about what is going to take and where do we have to get you to truly attract and live the life that you love in all areas of your life, whether it's prosperity in your finances, in your professional life, in your personal life, your love life, all of these different things. And so if all of a sudden you open your closet and these items and your wardrobe is there speaking to you, calling to you, and you see all the things that you love and make you feel confident, which side of the fence would you rather be on? The side that says, hey, let's clear out half of our closet and you can't use it, or opening it up and it's organized and it's clean and it's clear as far as what you see is something that you can grab and you can put on, and it makes you feel better, and it makes you feel important, and it makes you feel appreciated. Because the reality is, when you walk in with a new dress or something, you feel different. You feel better. When you're walking in with a new shirt and all of a sudden be like, wow, I really like that. You're improving and raising your chi and your energy and your vibration and your frequency. And guess what? That helps you become more attractive personally and professionally. And what I mean by professionally is you gain new career opportunities. All of a sudden, people hadn't noticed you, and now all of a sudden, new clients are reaching out to you, or old clients and previous clients are reaching out to you saying, hey, you added a lot of value in the past, and you really helped me with some of your solutions. Maybe now's the time I would like to hear more. So number one is the closet. You don't need to remove half of your items in your closet to attract love or anything like that. So let me know in the comments if you've actually heard that one. Donna says she's looking to find love. Awesome. So number 2, all too often when you start to read and learn about Feng Shui, and there's a lot of books out there, they will tell you that everything that you put has to be in pairs. You know, whether you're going to do some type of figurines, or if you're going to do candles, then all of a sudden now you have to have 2 candles instead of 1. Or all of a sudden now you had like a little figurine and now you need 2 figurines. And so the reality is, yes, in the world, when you're looking at nature, there is some type of connection between 2 people or animals or whatever it may be to have that connection and potentially that procreation. That doesn't mean that you have to reflect that in all areas of your life. Instead, all of a sudden you become obsessive and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to get a double. I got to get a duplicate. But every time you see that cure or that remedy, it's going to remind you of, well, geez, where is my penguin? Where is my special mate? Where is my lifelong partner? And again, it moves you away from what you truly want, or your design, or your theme of your space. And so the reality is, when we start to look at a space and we start to operate from a place of confidence and certainty, we want to feel good. And so here's an interior design tip. Odd numbers look even. Even numbers look odd. Same thing with balloons or anything. If you want it to look full, then you add odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. If you want it to look just a little bit off, or it doesn't really quite match, then you add even numbers. But a lot of times in Feng Shui, people are saying, hey, everything has to be in pairs. And the reality is, it's moving you further away from your style and your taste. Now, there are certain situations where you have matching nightstands, matching table lamps, and things like that. But that's about balance and functionality. Hi, Elena. How are you? Hi, Rebecca. So glad that you guys are here. So let me know if you've heard of that Feng Shui remedy where everything has to be in pairs, or maybe you've actually implemented it. Maybe all of a sudden you have 2 candles in a certain spot, or maybe you've tried to identify your relationship area, your relationship corner, and now all of a sudden you have certain things. So remember, in interior design or interior decorating, odd numbers look even. And so that goes against the Feng Shui tip of, hey, put everything in pairs, because that's going to make your ability to attract the partner that's perfect for you all come to life. Now, the next thing that I want you to think about is adding certain figurines. So all too often in Feng Shui, people are like, hey, you want to put figurines such as Mandarin ducks in your relationship corner. And so people will literally go out and find Mandarin ducks, wooden ducks or something like that, and they'd put it in their relationship area. Now, the reality is, part of that is superstition. The belief in the concept is that Mandarin ducks, they mate, and they mate for life. And so all of a sudden they want that representation in your relationship corner. But the reality is, you could choose penguins. You could, if that was true, you could use anything that has some type of mate to it, including human statues or whatever you want within your relationship area. So to me, it could be 2 hawks, 2 coyotes, whatever it is for you. The reality is, focus on what you want and what you want your space to say and how it's going to support you, rather than looking around and all of it being a reminder of what you don't have, and then making yourself feel bad or ashamed or embarrassed because you're not achieving what you want. So let me know if anybody has heard that. And then all too often, Rebecca says, I have done it in the past and it didn't help with the pairs. Exactly. Now, all too often people want to experience romance. So what do? They put red candles all over. Well, the reality is, all too often they'll do it in the bedroom, or they'll do it in the bathroom, or things like that, or even on the nightstand in the relationship area. And what I mean by the relationship area is, if you're standing in your bedroom door looking into your bedroom, the back right corner is considered the relationship and marriage area. And so what I want you to do is look in that area and ask yourself, does that tell a story about your current situation or your current relationship? And one of the things we talked about here, and I won't share the exact name because again, this is public, but somebody shared in the Feng Shui Your Life community that, hey, I looked at my relationship corner and it was empty. There was nothing there. And all of a sudden she put some things there all of a sudden it's not about a remedy or a cure or an intention as far as putting Mandarin ducks and getting you further away from your true self or your theme or your design taste, or making your space look like a souvenir shop in Chinatown. It's about what do we need to do to support your energy so that you feel grounded, so that you feel attractive, so that you can truly communicate and feel empowered. And when you're able to do that, again, you raise your vibration and your frequency and you become more attractive personally and professionally. A lot of my clients don't believe me when I start talking to them and saying, hey, this is the recipe. The recipe is simple. All we have to do is help you raise your vibration frequency. Like that is it. And if you're looking to find love, it's not a question of if, it's just a question of when. But when in our minds, it'll say, oh, well, I don't know if that's possible. Or they won't even claim it or set their intention because they're afraid or there's fear or self-doubt or anxiety. Or maybe you've had a bad experience in the past, or maybe you're just having a bad string of luck. You know, I talk with women all day long, all over the world regarding relationships and love life and attracting partners. And there's plain and simple, there's a lot of schmucks out there. Now, not to say everyone is a schmuck, but when it comes to dating, there can be a lot of schmucks out there. So we want to make sure that we're calling in the partner that's perfect for you. So there's another one that all of a sudden that people will start to begin to create a superstition around. And that is red sheets. Like if you want to heat up a relationship, then you should incorporate the fire energy and have this red sexiness. Well, that's true. You know, red example, we had Kimberly Seltzer on. I interviewed her the other day and she was talking about, hey, her recommendation is when she's helping people flirt or understand the law of flirtation and how it works, like one of the things that she does is requires or asks them to wear a red dress. Red is an auspicious color, and it's also associated with fame and recognition and how you're seen in the world. So somebody that's not being seen, you can add and enhance a color, and all of a sudden they'll be seen. But you don't want to add that all of a sudden too much fire energy into your bedroom, because then, yeah, you might have that passion for a little bit of time, but it's also heated debates and heated discussions. So sometimes it brings in too much fire energy so that the relationship's almost like fire and ice. Like it's really hot and it's really passionate, but boy, do you go at each other or really have conversations. So Iris says books and a lotus flower in the corner. That sounds nice. So the question is, Iris, are you looking to find love or are you in an existing relationship? Let me know. I would love to hear where you're at. So as you begin to understand these things, what you want to do is you want to set up your bedroom for two things, and they both start with the letter S. Now, one is sleep, and I'll let you figure out what the other one is. So the bedroom is about a place of restoration, meaning you're rejuvenating, you're feeling relaxed, you're feeling comfortable, you're feeling like you're your true self and you can communicate and you can express yourself. At the same time, you don't want it to be so vibrant and alive because you want to truly relax and reset. At the same time, you truly want to be relaxed so that you can open up and you can have certain levels of freedom. And you can truly explore, be curious, or plain and simple, have fun with your partner or your significant other. And so what you want to do is you want to create a space that makes you feel welcoming, that makes you feel warm. And it doesn't need to be a space that you're excited about. It can be a space that you're excited about because it's so cozy and warm and comfortable. But all too often when I look at a space or a bedroom and people are not having their luck or progress in their relationships, you look at it and a lot of times they will have dead, dried flowers or things that represented from other relationships or things like that. And so what I recommend is you need to bring the nature from outside inside. You want growth and expansion. And again, you want it to look like spring and summer, not fall and winter. Now, that doesn't mean that you go overboard and you fill your entire bedroom with sunflowers. So there's, you you want to do it in small increments and steps. So another common thing that people will talk about is when they're looking for relationships, a lot of times the Feng Shui is all about understanding patterns. So in relationships, in Feng Shui, you don't want a king-size bed, or you prefer not to have a king-size bed. Now, in some relationships and some couples, people love the king-size bed. In Feng Shui, it's considered, if you're in a king-size bed, it's only a matter of time before you're sleeping alone, because there are two mattresses or two box springs that slice and cut the energy and split the people in two. You know, a while back, I wrote an article, and this was when Sandra Bullock had separated from Jesse James. And so I went in and reviewed the bedroom, and sure enough, there was a beam that was directly over the bed that literally sliced the two in half. Now, not to say that that was the cause or the reason or anything like that, but again, you start to look at stories, or you start to look at the themes of a space, and it starts to tell a story about what's happening or what will happen. And so there's a division in that relationship. And so just because you have a relationship doesn't mean that that relationship is going to last forever, because you have to continue to invest in that relationship. If not, you have too many deductions and you're going to have a default. So what I want you to think about is looking at your relationship area in your corner, stand in the doorway and look in the back right corner. A lot of times people have exercise equipment, and that tells me that your relationships are a workout. Or all of a sudden you have a lot of clothes, and that tells me that although that you would like to bring a relationship in, that you're truly hiding from it, or you're not truly putting the energy and the effort to truly have that deeper connection. So if this makes sense, let me know in the comments if this is making sense or resonating with you. As always, I appreciate the thumbs up. And if this is starting to gain some clarity for you in what maybe some things that you've heard around Feng Shui, and all of a sudden you can start to decide, is it a myth, is it a trinket, or something like that, always appreciate the love. And if you know somebody that's having some challenges in their relationships, or they're just looking to find love or improve an existing relationship, then share this with them to help them gain clarity and take action so that they can realize what they truly want. Now, a couple other things with the relationship status, and that is when we look at, you know, the colors of the bedroom. All too often, colors are really hard to define. And so what I mean by that is when you go to the paint store, now there's literally like 1,000 different choices. You can have, 50 different yellows, 20 different, versions of a light green, and it can be really overwhelming. And so a lot of times people will ask me for guidance and insight. Hey, out of all the color spectrum, what is it that needs to happen? And so in Feng Shui, what people will do is saying, hey, this is a relationship and I want to find love. So all of a sudden I'm going to paint it red or, pink, things like that. And so that is associated with it. But again, you have to look at, you don't want to make your space look or feel like a carnival. It has to be in alignment with your true self and what you're truly calling in, or what your theme of your space is. Now, there are certain things that you can do to accentuate it. Example like peach, when you use peach, it's called peach blossom luck. So it means that it raises your vibration and frequency and you call in a person. People ask me, hey, I want to marry. And then the next question is, do you want to marry or do you want to marry well off? If you want to marry well off, then you bring in the peach color to help enhance your visibility out in the world, and you become more attractive. And then all of a sudden, that's going to help with abundance. If you're looking to just find love, then you can start to incorporate some pinks into your space. But you have to do it in moderation. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden your bedroom starts to look like a Barbie dream house, because people will do that. Then they go to extreme and it's not your style or your taste. And so again, the whole goal and the recipe that I've experienced over the last 14 years when people are having challenges or disruptions in finding love or improving an existing relationship is that they moved further and further away from who they are and what they want. Even though that they kind of know what they want, but it moves them further and further away. Now all of a sudden they're they're believing the myths of all of a sudden, hey, I need to put Mandarin ducks. Oh, I better put pairs of candles here. Oh, I better, clear out half my closet and things like that. And it just doesn't work. And it gets them deeper and deeper in frustration, and plain and simple keeps them alone. Rebecca says, what color would you recommend for a bedspread to attract a partner? So you can do, for me, it's about helping you figure out what is your theme and what's going to empower you. So the colors that I would personally stay away from is a red. I would not do that because it makes you almost feel aggressive. And maybe you are feeling aggressive, but the reality is you want to be calm and relaxed and grounded and have your energy contained. It doesn't mean that it's fragmented where all of a sudden you're like, blah, 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 blah. It means that you're truly able to communicate and that you can truly have a conversation. So for me, it's lighter colors, light greens, light blues, silver sages, things like that, to help a soothing color so that you truly feel reset and restored. And then you can always incorporate some type of peach if you really wanted it. But I have found over time that those aren't really the secrets. The secret is, again, where are you leaking energy? And then what do we need to do to help you move forward? And even with the relationship area of your bedroom, it tells a clue. But it's not the end all be all. Like you can't all of a sudden put a remedy or something there in your relationship corner and everything is going to be solved. Because again, that clue is pinpointing that there's probably 12 to 15 different things in your space that are leading up to that. And so what we have to begin to do is also look at your entire space and then understand what are the patterns and habits and behaviors that experience is driving. Because all too often we change the space, but you'll have a hiccup and then you'll revert back to your old patterns. And so we have to improve your skill set, your mindset, your capacity, and your capabilities so that you can truly start to get a breakthrough. So guys, let me know if this is making sense at all. If so, give me the thumbs up or put it in the comments below. And if you would like to understand, hey, out of all the things that I could, should, or need to do, what are the next simple steps? And that is just take the next simple step, learn more about our private online community, Feng Shui Your Life. And this is an opportunity to help you gain clarity and cut through all the nonsense and the trinkets and the remedies and help you get back to your true self so that you're truly empowered and you're improving your ability to manifest, whether it's a relationship, whether it's more prosperity, whether it's more abundance, or plain and simple, maybe it's more energy. And so a lot of times people don't believe me when I say, hey, that's all we got to do is we got to help you get back to your true self and raise your vibration and frequency. And when that happens, it's like ringing the dinner bell. They all come running. People don't believe me until it happens. And then they're like, you told me, I didn't believe you. But all of a sudden, this friend, this ex-boyfriend, this person, this ex-husband, all of a sudden they're coming out of the woodwork and they're just like, hey, I miss you. Hey, let's get together. Hey. Or all of a sudden, they're starting to get attention even on the street, where maybe in the past you felt underappreciated or plain and simple, like you didn't exist. And now all of a sudden people are like wanting your attention because they can feel and sense that vibration and that frequency. And that's what, again, helps you with your attractiveness. So it's not about trinkets. It's not about removing half your closet. It's not about putting pairs of things, this, that, and the other. Now, when you have the bedroom and you truly are aligned with what you really want, then you want to keep focused on what you truly desire. So that means, example, like pictures. You don't need children's photos. You don't need family members. If you are in a relationship, then feel free to put a picture or pictures of the two of you during happy times. Because again, that will make you feel excited about each other and the opportunity that you have to share with that person. And it doesn't mean that if you're looking for a relationship that all of a sudden you have to go out shopping and find couples and start posting couples pictures all over the wall. No, you can put things in there that really inspire you. Now, I would usually recommend staying away from single pictures of people. All too often that begins to tell a story and it starts to happen on a subconscious level. So it doesn't mean, again, that you have to go out and find a picture of the person and the couple, under the Eiffel Tower with the red umbrella, and then all of a sudden your love life is going to improve. Again, it's about what do we need to do to strengthen you and your energy and your clarity and your confidence. And that's what actually begins to create the spark that you can truly begin to attract the partner that's perfect for you. And if you're in an existing relationship, same thing. You have to begin to look at what is your bedroom telling and what's that story? And are you drained every time you come in and out of your home and in the bedroom? Or are you truly alive and you're truly excited about it? You know, all too often, I ask a person, well, when was the last time you went on a date? Well, we watched Netflix, or we watched a movie, or, something like that. The reality is you have to, if you were to approach it as, hey, this is my second, third date with this person, how would that look different than where you're at today? Maybe you've been married for 5 years, maybe 10 years plus, and all of a sudden you're just going through the motions. One of my clients was experiencing kind of a dip in their relationship. And then it was an anniversary or something. I'm like, great, what are you going to do? This is a real opportunity. What are you going to do to celebrate? Well, we're going to go watch, the hockey game on TV or something like that. And I said, what could you do to change and shift and to make it more fun? And all of a sudden she had some ideas. And next thing you know, like literally the next day, they were chasing each other around their home like teenagers and were having a ball and laughing and giggling and just having fun. And that's what life is about. It's not about the stress of bills or what do we need to do today to keep the lights on, or what do we have to do to plan the meals. Like all of that happens, and that's going to happen. But you got to have some fun along the way, and you got to enjoy the process, and you have to enjoy who you're with. And again, that's a choice. You don't have to be with that person. It's a choice, and you choose to. Or if you're attracting someone into your life where you're truly trying to attract a partner, then what are the characteristics that you're looking for? Because again, when you raise your vibration and frequency, the attention and the attraction is great. Like you get excited about it. But the reality is you have to understand what you really want. If not, you'll be distracted and disrupted for weeks, months, or years. And so you have to begin to understand, hey, understand that this is a milestone. And then if you continue to move forward, then that's when the partner that's perfect for you comes into your life. Or if all of a sudden you're out of alignment with your current relationship, keep moving forward on raising your vibration and frequency. And then all of a sudden you will have clarity on what you need to do to improve the relationship, or what you need to do as far as the next steps in the relationship. So let me know if this is all making sense, and if this is something that you truly want to gain more clarity and understanding and looking to find love or improve an existing relationship. And if so, just type in yes, and I'd love to send you a little more information on how Feng Shui can help you attract the love that you truly desire, or help you improve an existing relationship. I'd be happy to share with you a free copy of my Feng Shui Secrets ebook. It's all about what everyone should know about how to harness the power of Feng Shui. And it's not about the trinkets. It's not about putting things in pairs. And it's not about clearing off half of your closet. So if you'd also like to take the next simple step and truly be part of my private online community, where we truly talk about how do we Feng Shui your life, and each and every day in that group, you're experiencing a breakthrough or a level of awareness that you maybe weren't aware of, then just reach out to me, private message me, or just say yes again in the comments here, and I'd be happy to send you a private message with a little bit more information on what you can do to begin to understand the power of Feng Shui and how you can harness it to attract the power or the partner that's perfect for you. And again, the recipe is simple. What do we need to do to help you get back to your true self? What do we need to do to help you get back to being the Wonder Woman or the Superman that you truly are? Like, that's the secret. That's the recipe. And Feng Shui is just a tool. Again, for me, after doing this for 14 years and truly operating from a place of common sense, and at the same time translating into results, it's not about helping somebody feel better for a moment or the day. It's about what do we need to do to help you achieve your desired outcomes. And again, a lot of times people get more obsessed with the tools than the outcomes. And we need to flip that and reverse that so that you can begin to understand, hey, Feng Shui is just a tool, and it's a tool to help me get my outcome. And if you don't know your purpose or what you're looking to achieve, then I understand that. I get that. But the goal is you have to start to gain clarity and understand, hey, I'm not going to start putting Mandarin ducks in my corner. I'm not going to start to, put random things or trinkets and get further and further away from my true self. What I am going to do is get clear about what I really want and then start to find the resources and the truth behind what can actually help me move forward. So guys, if this makes sense, let me know in the comments below, or as always, appreciate the thumbs up and the love. And then if you know someone else that would truly like to begin to harness the power of Feng Shui to attract love or improve an existing relationship, then feel free to share this with them. I truly appreciate it. And if you have a question right now regarding Feng Shui or your relationship or attracting a relationship or improving a relationship, then let me know in the comments here. I would love to gain new levels of clarity and understanding and help you shift from your current situation into and transforming your love life so that you can experience life in a new and exciting way. Now, what also I want you to think about is when you're approaching and using Feng Shui, a lot of times there's a lot of superstition, right? And so a lot of times there's mysticism and things like that. And so what I want you to do is look at it and ask yourself, in certain areas of your home, where are certain areas that are stagnant or you've stopped using or that you truly have abandoned? Because when you start to have challenges, your energy contracts. And instead of expanding, all of a sudden you try to figure out, how do I get smaller and smaller? How do I stop using certain spaces? Or how do I all of a sudden start to pile things into certain spaces so that I can't use them? And in Feng Shui, what you want to do is you want the qi and the energy to circulate through the entire home, inside and outside. It's not a place where all of a sudden that you want to limit it or slow it down. So is there a space in your home right now that you've stopped using, or that it's completely empty, or all of a sudden just feels stagnant? If so, let me know in the comments. I would love to begin to hear about where you're at in your current situation. So guys, again, if you're ready to take the next simple step and truly understand how you can harness the power of Feng Shui, then again, in the comments here, just type yes. I'll send you some more information as well as a free copy of my ebook, Feng Shui Secrets, what you should know on how to improve your life in your personal and your professional life. And if you'd like to come over to my webinar tomorrow, then feel free to go to kenlauher.com/webinar, and would love to welcome you aboard and help you understand the 5 Feng Shui principles that will help you unlock incredible breakthroughs in your personal and your professional life. So I hope you truly have clarity and understanding between the myths and what is going to help you gain the confidence and certainty and the vibration and the frequency to attract the partner that's perfect for you, or at the same time, improving an existing relationship that maybe you're in and you're looking to get the spark back. And again, if you're looking to take the next simple step, then just type in yes, and I will share my free ebook with you. It's a 98-page ebook on Feng Shui and how you can begin to harness the power of Feng Shui to achieve the results that you desire. In the meantime, have a fabulous, fun day, and looking forward to welcome you into the community to help you begin to realize a new reality.